Joining me now, Drew Zimmerman, the CEO of Stallion Uranium. Good to see you again.
Yeah, great to be here, Mark.
We talked in person at VRIC. We had an interview a little while ago, so we're going to keep the story going here. And let's just remind everybody about going big in the underexplored southwest portion of the basin, the Athabasca Basin. The company's identified 9 Tier 1 high priority targets. This includes Fishhook, 5 of Diamonds, R7 North. So can you give us snapshots of those targets?
Yeah, absolutely. As you said, I mean, our thesis was the Southwest is just as well endowed as the Eastern Basin. It just hasn't been explored. So over the last 2 years, we've done our big regional surveys. Now we're upgrading these Tier 1 targets that we have that we think have the potential to have a world-class deposit on them. So, we've advanced our Appaloosa to drilling, but these other targets we're bringing towards drill readiness as well. So we're flying an additional HeliSAM survey over our Fishhook and 5 of Diamond targets right now. And it's about having that pipeline of, not only the advanced Appaloosa target that's, ready for a follow-up drill program, but other targets that are also getting towards that potential discovery phase, which is exciting for us. So that work is just continuing to bring up that pipeline for us as we upgrade more and more targets.
Something else you've done is you've staked some 10 new prospects. It's contiguous to the land package that you own with ATHA. We're going to be talking to ATHA in just a while, actually, I think in 10 minutes or so. So how do these claims fit into the overall puzzle for Stallion?
The advantages that we have is because the area is so underexplored, we have proprietary data. We've shared the sort of basic maps when we have those surveys get done, but we know where some of these targets are that were not known before. So as we staked some of this new ground, it was ground that was becoming available in the province that other companies didn't have the data that we had. So we knew which ground we thought was going to be prospective, and we went out and staked it. And that's a very effective and efficient way for us to add to our land package and add to our land with very good prospective target areas. So it's been a way for us to expand in a very cost-efficient way, but also, again, expand into areas that we think have a lot of potential. So it's the extension of our Coyote corridor that comes down. We're calling it our Stone Island project now. So again, a corridor and a target that was not known prior to the work that we've done, and just allows us to extend our potential prospect areas that much more.
Let's circle back to the HeliSAM surveys on Fishhook and 5 of Diamonds. Remind us what HeliSAM is exactly and the work you're going to be doing.
So again, when we do our first surveys that we did was a mobile MT, so a helicopter-borne survey. This is another helicopter-borne survey, but also has wiring that we run on the ground. So again, just if you think about it as taking a picture from up high, maybe as you sort of zoom in on a special area, it gets a little grainy. The resolution's not as good. So once we know a small area that we want to do, we'll run an upgrade survey over that area that just increases that resolution of that area, and then allows us to go in and do that groundwork. So again, that funnel that we have, that exploration funnel, is just sort of increasing the resolution as you narrow down to eventually drill test. I mean, we're going from 3,000 square kilometers to 3 inches of a drill pipe. So you need to be very precise as you go through that process, and that HeliSAM is just one of those steps.
Lastly, Drew, the company's moving from early stage exploration to advanced stage exploration. We're here at this conference. There's a good buzz around uranium again. Stocks are looking good, and investors are looking for possibilities, companies they can pick off at good value. So what's the pitch for Stallion?
Yeah, for us, I mean, again, our maiden drill program was at the beginning of this year, very successful for us. We hit the graphitic conductor, that's the plumbing underneath these uranium deposits in the basin. It looks very similar to Shea Creek, which is 100 million pounds in the ground, 13 kilometers to the west of our Appaloosa target where we're drilling. We now know exactly where we want to target with a follow-up drill program that we think could be a discovery hole for us. And discovery in the Athabasca Basin is an absolute game changer. The last discovery hole in the southwest side was F3 uranium. They went from a 25 million to 150 million market cap on one hole.
Right.
That's what can happen in the Athabasca Basin, and that's where we're at right now. So again, a lot of targets coming up this pipe, but we've got that near-term discovery potential with Appaloosa. And the one thing I do want to mention is last week we also just signed an LOI for our gold and antimony asset in Idaho. So a partner company is going to be taking that forward to earn into 80% of it. They're going to pay us up to $2.2 million in cash and shares. They're going to do $5 million worth of work over the next 4 years, and we're going to retain a 20% carried interest in that project. So with gold and antimony being very topical right now as well, that's sort of a free call option that our shareholders have in the Stallion name that's sort of unique to us right now, while we focus all of our time, energy, and capital in the Athabasca Basin, but again, still having that exposure to a critical mineral and gold as well.
Nice, I like it.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Thanks, Drew.
Yeah, thanks, Mark. Appreciate it.
Okay, Drew Zimmerman, CEO at Stallion Uranium.